This video is sponsored by War Thunder. So it all starts off with Swackhammer sending a Nerdlug to capture the Toons so they can be the new attraction at Moron Mountain. Why would you even need to do this? Zeus and B-Lou right there. The Nerdlug spill into Toontown, smashing Jared Dudley with their ship ramp, squishing him like an insect. Bugs Bunny starts looking up, thinking he about to see a serious threat, but as he looks closer, this isn't anything dangerous, just 5 small ugly little aliens. So he's just standing there like, they walk down, staring up at him, trying to press him, telling him they looking for the one they call Bugs Bunny. But he's like, but anywho, walking away, but they whip out that mouse tool, incinerating everything around him. Got my son Whiskers looking like curly fries. They start telling Bugs to gather the Looney Tunes before they carnate his Asada, and he's like, bet, I was feeling groovy anyways.
Later that night.
So all the Toons meet up at Union Hall. Wile E. Coyote comes crashing through the building, per usual, taking in no CTE. Gronkowski cannot relate and gets stumped on by Daffy the Duck. He starts pressing them, asking them what they call this emergency meeting for. A guy can't even get wet in peace?
What? Nigga, you gay.
You all will become our prisoners. Everybody in the crowd just looking at them like, wow. Knowing these boys can't do anything to them. They all balding at the age of like 10. Y'all worry about the wrong thing. Y'all need to kidnap that Keeps package instead, my boy. That was until Yosemite Sam pulled up, shooting these John Morant Smurf Blaster 1000s, trying to press pound, pointing his gun at him, but he just gets incinerated so quick. The Toons, knowing they aren't anything to play with anymore, all throw their hands up in fear, like someone said who don't want to watch that new Tyler Perry movie. But Bugs Bunny isn't going down without a fight, tricking the little boys into a deal where the Toons can defend themselves. So we know that this right here means war. Speaking of war, I would like to introduce you guys to the sponsor of this video, War Thunder. War Thunder is a free-to-play, large-scale multiplayer action game where you, the player, are fully immersed into the action. But not only is it free to play, it's available on as much as Xbox, PlayStation, PC, or even there as a separate version for your phone, meaning you can play it even on the go. War Thunder allows you, the player, to choose your own playstyle, whether that's breaking through the front lines in a tank, providing air support from a helicopter, or engaging in dogfights high above the battlefield. They simply have it all, introducing a wide range of tanks, aircrafts, helicopters, and ships, and my personal favorite, having rare prototypes from the olden days with Duke Dennis to the present. The latest Leviathans update introduces the American stealth helicopter Comanche, the Soviet T-72B3 tank with the Arena active protection system, and the legendary Yamato battleship. Players can now control multiple anti-aircraft units at once, and the classic maps Kuban and Berlin have been completely visually overhauled. Click the links down below in the description and jump into the action. But wait, all of the new players who join and those who haven't played for half a year or more will receive special bonuses including 100,000 silver lions, a special decorator called the Eagle of Valor, and even premium vehicles. I personally enjoy the PC version of War Thunder. As someone who is always sitting at their computer, War Thunder allows you to take that mental break and become fully immersed into the action. But if you prefer mobile gaming, you can download War Thunder Mobile for free. Epic large-scale battles with all kinds of vehicles right in your pocket. Get ready to jump into the action with War Thunder, available now on all platforms. Thank you to War Thunder for sponsoring the video. Now back to the vid. Listen, we need to take advantage. Look at them, bunch of Kevin Harts and Kai Cenats. This is a mismatch. And they challenged them to a basketball game. But here's the thing, these little niggas don't know nothing about ball at all. So they giving them a little crash course on the worst hoops imaginable. Got these boys watching plumbers, construction workers, and Rudy Gobert. They just sitting there watching like,
I gotta cut the shit the fuck off.
That was until they found out that the NBA has the best players. So they was like, fuck all that playing fair shit. We just gonna steal their talent. So we fast forward to the Nerdlugs at the Knicks vs Suns game. They already trying to curse themselves, picking players from a team who hasn't won since the fucking Cold War. They see Charles Barkley and pound his instantly like he's mine. Type of gay shit is little bro on right now. It's his first time even seeing NBA players and he's already channeling his inner Dennis Rodman. Pound turns into a type of liquid and slithers his way onto the court, jumping inside of Charles Barkley, stealing his talent. So of course this turns him into Flight Reacts, a IRL doo-doo shirt with great bands. So the Nerd Looks was like, that was way too easy. Here go two more for y'all. Jumping inside Patrick Ewing next, got bro moving type sassy, but it doesn't get any better. Patrick just decides to turn into Westbrook, shooting a free throw, beaming the concessions guy in the head, knocking him out. So the Nerd Looks done put on an absolute masterclass, stealing the talent of Muggsy Bogues, Larry Johnson, and Sean Bradley.
Who?
Damn, y'all couldn't get Karl Malone on a call sheet instead? I peeped game though. They must have told him it was 18 million and he said, nah, that's too much. Give me 13. So meanwhile all of this is going on, the Nerd Looks show up in Toontown trying to take over the court. But look at them, not a lick of athleticism like Flight Reacts. Bugs Bunny damn near started busting out laughing and Daffy the Duck was talking mad shit. So they was like,
There's no way out of this one. You're done.
Pound starts off first, my son glitching as we see his whittle paws just become this Kawhi Leonard looking ass hand with claws. But as if that wasn't even good enough, the other Nerd Look starts transforming too, one by one. Blanco transforming into a 17-foot monster. Julian Newman is jealous as hell over those genetics. Maybe if bro was like a foot taller, he'd be league bound instead of turning into a damn YouTube boxer. As the other four Nerd Looks transform into the MONSTARS. But here's the thing, they haven't even been this tall for like 15 seconds. Already got the Toons pissing on themselves, just standing there like,
I'm in danger.
Picking up the basketball. Time to turn the Toons into a dish some niggas in Cambodia thirsting over. Slamming the basketball down, almost disintegrating the whole entire ground. As they just walk away, destroying buildings on impact alone. That rod wave type work. And so the Toons immediately knew they were cooked. So they went out to recruit the best basketball player of all time, Michael Jordan. But the MONSTARS don't care at all, pulling up to the gym in Toontown later on, pressing Michael. But he's like,
who are these niggas?
and man, they took that so disrespectfully. Who are we? Nigga, who are you? You ain't even the most famous Michael. We got Michael Jackson, Michael Fox, and Michael B. Jordan. Oh, this nigga got jokes. But this right here was actually sick. Decided to start treating this nigga like a Harlem Globetrotter basketball. Picking him up, shaping him like a Wilson, and was like, throwing him to naught, over here dribbling MJ type crazy, doing something that Kobe would never do, passing it through Yosemite Sam hat, got it on fire. But they said, oh,
I think we ain't done yet.
Cause Bang takes Mike and dunks this nigga mad hard, and that was all she wrote. Got bro bouncing and then eventually laid out, hitting the Yamcha.
That's all I needed for him to do that, and it became personal with me.
It's time to hoop. So the streets of Toontown is packed out. Meanwhile on the inside, it's the exact same. 100,000 people deep. Madison Square Garden who? The Toon Squad starting five is Lola Bunny, the Tasmania Devil, Daffy the Duck, and Bugs Bunny. But before Mike even comes out, the crowd is already roaring. They out there like
I literally seen his aura.
That wasn't Michael Jordan out there. It was God disguised as Michael Jordan.
I seen him walking towards me and it was kind of like he was walking on air.
straight meat eating. MJ comes running out the street, cheers and fanfare, but meanwhile Swaghammer up there hating, just staring down there like,
yo, who the fuck is this nigga?
We cut back down to the MONSTARS and they get their entrance, got the whole arena erupting, but not with cheers. They got everybody in the crowd shaking like a bag of Skittles. They face off in the middle for tip off and MJ staring them down type crazy, telling them to put some respect on his name. He's like that. The ref tips off and MJ uses his 70 feet vertical to tip the ball to Bugs Bunny, but man, this was a straight setup because as he's dribbling, he gets pimp slapped across the court, got him seeing stars. But here's the thing, that is not legal. We must got Stevie Wonder or the extender Scott Foster on the officiating list tonight, meaning there's a French Montana album sale percentage that they go home with the dub tonight. Pound gets the ball jumping up mad high, coming down, letting go a slam dunk, got the entire crowd erupting. So it's the Toons' possession now, and MJ comes down the court dribbling into a trap. But here's how I knew MJ had no faith in his team at all, because he passes it to Daffy, but Daffy looks around seeing them beaming towards him and it's like,
I'm not gonna be here.
Passing it to the granny on the bench, knitting sweaters and shit, and they jump on her, crushing her old ass. She finna get up coughing up dust or at least sounding like Darth Vader. The MONSTARS get the ball back again, and Nault comes down the court using these Julian Newman and GOY's ass dribble moves into a behind the back pass and a windmill reverse dunk hanging on the rim. Yeah, I'm confused. Look at them. These rims must have been crafted by Zeus himself. The Toon Squad is finally able to put some points up on the board, hitting Lil Bro with a spin move behind the back and a two-hand dunk as they missed the block. But somewhere along the way, when the MONSTARS was taking the NBA players' talent, they must have ran into Godzilla or something, catching Foghorn trying to skip through the lane, pressing him, but Lil Bro peaceful, trying to tell them that violence isn't the answer. He's like, fuck, I look like MLK, using his atomic breath to incinerate him into nothing but ash and a beak. They not fighting fair at all, out here playing fucking prison ball, talking about I ain't even found you for real type shit. We cut back and Lola Bunny comes dribbling down,
Lord,
but they
have
too
mercy.
focused
We
on her
must stay
bunny
focused,
yams,
brother.
using Pound to jump up and then jump off his face, yamming on him. Got the whole bench geeked, and man oh man, they took this so personally, cause after this it got bad. The Toons didn't even score a single point. Pound grabs MJ on some Draymond Green type time and allowing Bupkis to yam shit, and it just keeps on getting more and more embarrassing. They in here doing 360 slams, dunking from the 3-point line, out here getting cooked. About to hit MJ with the
You had a good run. Enjoy your retirement.
because when the camera cuts back, they getting fried. The scoreboard is practically breaking until it stops on a lot to a little. But before halftime, Pound is like,
I think we ain't done yet.
doing a LeBron James type jump in the air, coming down, yamming shit again, ending the half. The Toons walk into the locker room with their heads down, but y'all got home court advantage and they whooping y'all. Imagine going to a Spella B and Floyd Mayweather starts busting your ass. We cut to the locker room and MJ is trying to give this ABC 1 2 3 ass speech, but the Toons aren't trying to hear all that. So Bugs know he got to do something quick. Michael used to whooping his teammates ass when they don't lock in, that Draymond Green type work. So he gives them some of that Bill Cosby secret stuff so they can think they're becoming like Mike. This is the positive version of what happened in Avengers 1. Nick Fury gonna take Agent Coulson's collectible cap cards out his locker and soak them in blood. Hey, I guess it worked. Loki got his shit right. And just like in that case, this works too. The Toons walk out and they completely locked in. No more Mickey Mouse points. They finna have to get this shit out the mud. The Toons start off having a face off with the MONSTARS, Daffy the Duck staring off with Bang, and Porky staring at Bupkis. And goddamn, them jumps remind me of that one Wiz Khalifa song. The ball gets inbounded to Pound, but Bugs is like,
okay, I understand it now.
Riding a moped, stealing a ball, throwing the alley oop to MJ. But in the locker room, the Toons must have read the scouting report. The MONSTARS can't shoot at all. Bupkis tries to dunk from damn near full court, but they got a Home Alone level booby trap system set up on the rim, stopping mid-air looking at the camera like,
I ain't gonna lie, I'm getting cooked.
letting go a big boom. But the crazy thing is, he ate that, grabbing Wiley the Coyote trying to press him, but they start shooting his teeth out. Got bro looking like a random homeless nigga. But it doesn't get any better for the MONSTARS because the Toons done got mad good out of nowhere. I can see it right now. They using that dark magic the Pacers was using. Sylvester grabs a fishing hook, stealing this nigga's shorts, got the whole entire crowd seeing this man's alien cheeks. Who the hell directed this? Dan Snyder? Put that thing away. There's like children here. And the Toons get the ball back and Michael hits them with a spin move and a scoop layup. Straight sunning these niggas. All the cheating these boys was doing, and I'm not even talking about them stealing talent. It should be illegal to distract your opponent with that much ugliness. Shout out Joakim Noah. But the MONSTARS don't even get a chance to score, as Porky uses bro as a trampoline, dunking and bopping Pound in the head. If Toon Squad is able to come back, it'll be up there with LeBron's 3-1, Tom Brady's Super Bowl 51 comeback, and Jamie Foxx's hairline. We cut back and the MONSTARS come beaming down the court, but MJ whips out of some sexy red's breath to make them straight up pass out. And on some Mike Beasley,
But I'm gonna do it to you real nice and slow. And say I'm gonna do it to you sexy.
Hey, yo, this shaking ass.
type time and kisses it off the rim, literally. But the director was tired of seeing the MONSTARS breaking shots, so it instantly cuts to MJ yamming right on Nault and slow motion as Michael comes down, cashing a midi right in bro face, got him looking mad silly. So now we see that the score is 68-62, and this got Swaghammer tight. They done let these niggas go on a 44-2 run. The audacity to say they stole the best players in the NBA talent. Y'all sure this wasn't a random assortment of unks at the park? The Tunes get into their Home Alone bag though, as Daffy paints Pound's cheeks red. What is their obsession with this nigga ass? And the bull in the crowd sees straight red, beaming out the crowd, bulldozing him mad far, even out the frame. The crowd talking about Olay. I'm crying. We cut back and somehow this nigga is on the court and they trying to surround Tweety Bird like he an IG thought. But he's like,
smell like bitch in here. All y'all smell like this to me.
Hitting him with a backhand and a headbutt and a gut shot, finishing it off with a kick. And on some Jordan type time, and Elmer comes back in, finishing the sequence off with a Jordan logo dunk. And Swaghammer was like, oh no, we got Jared Dudley cooking us. I cannot let this slide. Instantly calling a timeout. But while Swag is coaching the MONSTARS, George Gambler overhears them talking about a deal. Bro started moving like Demi Lovato, a crackhead. Started telling Big Bro to raise the stakes. Rod Wave, calm down, we're talking about betting here. And the deal is that if the Tunes win, the NBA players get their talent back, and that if the MONSTARS win, then Swaghammer gets Michael as a slave. This is such a terrible deal in hindsight, but Swaghammer is just thinking, 5,000! 5,000! That's $5,000! But before the timeout is over, Swag starts doing that crease to Johnny Lawrence and the Ivan Drago to Victor Drago, telling them to break the Toon Squad. And I'm confused. What the hell were y'all doing before? Playing patty cake? So the timeout ends and Wile E. Coyote brings up the ball, getting flatlined, leaving nothing but eyes on the court. But we all know MJ is a terrible teammate. How is Wile E. Coyote gonna explain this to him so he don't get Draymond greened?
Like, it was literally, imagine it being already 100 degrees outside damn near and then being 100 degrees in the gym. So 100 plus 100 almost equals 200 degrees Celsius, bro, in the gym technically I was playing under. So I'm already playing in harsh weather conditions too, bro. Not to make excuses, but I'm just letting everybody know.
And for no reason at all, Porky the Pig gets caught between Polo G music, straight ass cheeks, turning bro into Flat Stanley. And I can't believe it. There's really levels to this. Why are they doing the Tunes like Invincible in every season finale? Sylvester the Cat gets the ball next, but just gets stumped on. Jordan must have been sitting over there foaming out the mouth, telling them,
No! Go sit corner!
Because somehow when the camera cuts, he has the ball, trying to dribble through the lane, but just gets the shit smacked out of him, and Jared Dudley gets the ball next, but a flying elbow from the top rope got bro seeing stars, and Coil Ray's music, straight ass cheeks. These motherfuckers out here moving like Lou Dort though. To be regarded as a good defensive player back in the day, you gotta beat the shit out of your opponent, and that just continues, because every time the Tunes get the ball, they getting hit with straight TLC moves, even playing golf with this nigga Tweety Bird. But this right here might take the cake, because Pound climbs all the way on top of the backboard like,
I'm about to end this man's whole career.
But Bugs Bunny pushes Lola Bunny out the way, getting crushed instead. The doctor finna be listing off this nigga injuries like Dane was doing a Creed. We cut back and Bugs Bunny gets a kiss from Lola Bunny for saving her from instant death. I can tell you right now, his bones ain't the only thing getting crushed tonight. MJ calls a timeout and we see on the sidelines these boys is getting straight BTA out here hitting the Rock Lee. Mike starts scanning the bench, not trying to put Paul Blart in for real, but he's like, the rest of his team is one more good play from moonwalking with Michael Jackson anyways, so he has no choice. The timeout is over and we check ball. Lola passes it in to MJ, but he gets instantly trapped by all five. I know it took the strength of Zeus to pass it to bro. MJ just standing there thinking about passing it like,
Shit. The fuck? Man, goddamn.
he passes it and set my mans right up, because he looks up and they all dogpile on him one by one, crushing him. But in doing so, he shoots and scores. Got MJ looking like,
I ain't never ever seen you act like this before. You getting buckets.
The camera cuts back and they got bro looking like Flat Stanley or a close enough version. But here's the thing, because bro is injured and the rest of the Tunes look like they just came out the damn Royal Rumble, they need one more player or they're gonna have to forfeit. But never fear, Bill Murray is here.
We do not care.
Meanwhile, all of this is going on, we see that the score is 77-76. We cut back and Daffy the Duck said,
I'm running through Powell's fucking chest.
As they inbound and he instantly runs in, hitting him, got a Daffy size ended in his body, which gives Toon Squad the steal. Bill throws a no look behind the back pass to MJ and he starts doing these generic ass dribble moves to get down the court. Old heads a dead get in your face and tell you these handles better than Kyrie. Boy, I oughta. as MJ jumps from half court, stepping on Pound's face and his cheeks, and as time is running down, the MONSTARS all jump in, grabbing bro, pulling him down. We must got fucking Toph Bayfong on the call sheet. I ain't seen a foul all game, but Mike hits them with the
I can do this all day.
stretching his arm out like Mr. Fantastic, dropping the ball in the net as the bell sounds off. The Tunes have done it, out here hitting the Jason Tatum. But we all know how the movie goes. MJ gives the other NBA players their talent back and eventually goes back to the NBA, proving that he's undoubtedly the GOAT. That was until 2003.